Hi, this is Marissa here with Schooling, and I'm just going through real quick how we created our homeschooling scavenger hunt. So first of all, over here I created a sheet called Clue Keys, and we had a column for codes and a column for answers. The column for codes are the answers to the homework assignment. So for example, I would give Aurora a little sheet of a section of her math. I'd just take her math sheet and cut it up, and the code was the answer to all of the problems, and I'd have her put a space in between them. The answer was where the next clue was hidden. So obviously she'd, in this case, the original math question little page would be on the table. She'd go ahead and fill that out, type in her answers, and then would be given the next clue, and she would go look under the Wii board and pull out the next homework sheet of paper. And they were just little strips, little sections to kind of break it up. She'd bring that back. She would do it. In this case, it was probably a language arts assignment that didn't really have a clear-cut answer. And so I would highlight some I remembered some keyword. Maybe the poem that she had to read was by some guy named Larry. And so as soon as she was done doing the assignment, I would give her the code word Larry. And then she would find out that the next clue was in the front room tissue box. And it would just continue that way. So as far as the kids' experience, I created a second page called Clue Finder. And this is all they ever saw. So they would type in the answer, and this Lake Street was the name of one of their books that they had to read, the little book. So she would type in, after she read the book, Lake Street, and when she typed it in, this cell is what they call a VLOOKUP. And if you're curious, here's the code on how to do it. Basically, it's an if error. So if VLOOKUP, it will go and look up these cells. And let's say it's looking up in the column D. It's trying to find Lake Street in right here, column D, all the way to, and then it will look in column E. It's taking the second column. I don't know why you put false, but apparently you have to put false. And it will give me whatever it is that's next to Lake Street. And so that will tell her where the next clue is. If she gets the wrong answer, for example, if I typed in 45 and that wasn't an available answer, then it would just try again. And that made it easy to know whether they got their math problems wrong or right. This second creation down here is actually just a replica. It's just copy and paste this one, because as we continued on our scavenger hunt, I realized that Aurora would sit here, and as she got her math answers right, she'd type them in, 45, 44, 32, whatever it is. And I didn't want to erase her problems, but Zelina still needed to be able to put in her answers, So some of hers, it just had a key letter. Mom's backpack. Okay, I'd go get the next backpack. Anyway, that's basically how this works. Problems we ran into is, at least initially, the kids did not know how many eggs were left. So they were given the clue and they were really excited to start with, but they didn't really know when it ended. So if I were to go back and do this again, I might add another column for and reference, say what number, reference this number, but put it on the other side. Put it over here, and reference which egg number they were on. That's about it, though. They really enjoyed it. The only downside is obviously it takes quite a bit of setup. But if you are looking into trying to do it for a special occasion, that's how you do it.